What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today on Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $39.15. We're down 3.81%. What I wanted to do today, we're going to go over a rising wedge pattern, and we're going to see if that's what's taking place with Litecoin right now, because we're getting to an important area to where we're starting to have this squeezing effect as we're working up in this wedge. And what we're also noticing is the decrease in volume as the price has been going up. So you're having that divergence. And what I want to do is go into Investopedia here, and we're going to look at what they were saying for the rising wedge, and we want to see if we meet some of these characteristics. Because typically, guys, a rising wedge, you will have a break to the downside, but it's not 100% confirmation. There's times where you can be chopping back and forth in here, and we could still have another shot to come back up here to $45 or so. And sometimes you can even get out of those rising wedges and have a break to the upside. So no pattern is actually confirmed until you either have that upside or downside breakout. But right now we are having that squeezing effect, as you can see these higher lows coming in. And if we go into Investopedia, what I wanted to read to you here, it says, during the formation, there are a few indicators that can be used to determine whether the pattern is a real pattern or a disguise. This formation typically moves towards the right, and the volume should be decreasing, showing a divergence between price and volume. The second indication is to look for how far the retrace has advanced from the beginning of the downtrend. If the move has advanced well above the 50% Fibonacci level, this pattern might not be a valid pattern. If it's still under that level, the pattern is still valid. So what we'll do is go back here now, and we're going to do our Fibonacci test, and we're going to take it up here from the high to the low, and what you can see is that we ended up bouncing. Right now we're sitting at about that 0.382, and what they were saying is this is still a valid pattern if we were not trading up above that 0.5 at 46.17, we'll call it right there. So this definitely is still a valid pattern for our rising wedge. So that's definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on, and I wanted to pay attention to. Now, if we go back to this here, what you can see is typically you'll have these higher lows, then you'll have these highs up here, and what you'll have is that downside break. You can see the volumes tailing off there. And then what it says about the breakdown is, the one thing traders love about this pattern is that once the breakdown happens, the target is reached very quickly. Unlike other patterns where a confirmation must be shown before a trade is taken, wedges often do not need confirmations. They normally break and drop fast to their targets. Targets are usually located at the beginning of the upper trend line or the first pivot high where the trend line is connected. In this example, the target was set at $773.69. Figure 4 shows the short entry was made when the price broke the lower trend line at 786. So do you see this trend line break, how we always talk about trend line breaks? And then look how far it fell from around that 780, call it $788, all the way down there to that 772, and then you start to look down here around that target area. So that's how you determine the target. But these moves happen extremely fast, and that's what you have to pay attention to. But right now, that's what we have to be careful of, is that we don't want to start having that downside break, because it happens fast, it happens aggressively, and our target could be down here around $28, $29. And that'd be a significant loss. That'd be another $10 off our price of Litecoin right now. So this is definitely an area where you want to protect yourself and you want to be careful. So right now, capital preservation is a key in this little pattern that we're working in right now. Now what we have going for us, we're still up above this 200 moving average on the 1 hour time frame right now. So we are still holding that as support, and that's also coinciding with this trend line right here. If we bounce out to the 4 hour time frame, what you'll see is that we're still trading up above our 20, our 40, and our 50 moving average. We are below our 200 moving average on the 4 hour time frame. So this is where I've been watching my trades at. I like to do it off the 4 hour time frame, but as you can see, that volume is tailing off as the price was continuously moving up and getting those higher lows. So that's definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on in the days to come here, or even hours to come. We're going to have to see. I want to see us hold this 50, and I want to see us hold this trend line as well. If we start breaking down below those guys, we're most likely going to come back down there around that $30 range. It really could happen, and it could happen fast. So maybe put an alarm or alert at about 36.45. We'll throw one in there. Let's put that in. And then we'll go up here and we'll put one in at about 41.74 is going to be another area that I want to throw an alarm on. So right there, though, guys, that's what I want to see. I want to see if we have a break up above this high at around 40.80. and then if we have a break to the downside, about that 36.45. So I just wanted to bring this to you all. Just be careful right now. This is a sticky spot we're in. We really have to watch and see if these higher lows are going to continuously come in, and if we're going to hold this trend line here, and if we can keep making those higher lows. It's going to be extremely important for us. So if you're part of the Litecoin family, you get some from this, guys, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends. Just want to do a quick little Litecoin video for you, update here. But, you know, it's important to pay attention to these things. Put it on your radar. God bless, guys. Take care.